Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel at Design with Maha. In today's vlog, we are going to look on to how to create an sofa in 3dsMax software with the basic tools which comes under extended primitives, editable poly, and also we are going to look on to two interesting features in 3dsMax which will come under the option called modify. One will be UVW map and another is going to be F3 into 3 into 3. So let me show you that also. So in order to create a sofa, first we need a base in order to make an sofa, furniture or whatever it is going to be, we need a base, right? So I'm just going to use Chamfer Box which comes under extended primitives. So with the help of Chamfer Box, we are just going to create an base. Okay. If you want, you can put it in words or you can just leave it out like a box itself, or you can also go for a normal box. And now we are going to draw another two chamfer box which is going to act as two left and right partition of the sofa. Okay. As you can see, the length, width and height are all different. In order to give that, I'm just going to go for the option called modify. And I'm just going to adjust my length, width and height under this option called parameter. So whenever you're going to create some kind of furniture, there is not an issue if it's going to be unequal. You can just go to this particular option called length, width and height and you can adjust however you need it. So let me place it towards the sofa so that it will look as an adjacent point. So let me repeat the same process towards the other side. So now as you can see, both the sides have been placed properly. Let me increase the length alone. Okay. As you can see, every side has been placed properly. Now we need a backbone for the sofa, right? Like it is going to act as a backspace. So for that, we are again going to use the same option called chamfer box. So as you can see, I'm creating everything with the help of one particular option called chamfer box, which comes under extended perimeter. Like this, we have all the basic shapes. Whichever you want, you can use it accordingly. So now let me repeat the same process with the option called modify for the length, width and height, which comes under the option called parameter. Okay, and now let me place it towards inwards. Okay, now as you can see, we have created an base for the sofa. If you want, I'm just going to increase the length alone. Height, let me increase the height alone. Okay, now we have created the sofa like this. Now what we are going to do is, let me bring it towards the center. Now what we are going to do is, we are going to look on into the two interesting options. As I said you previously, we are going to look on to UVW map. For that, what you can do is, I'm just going to click on to the option called material editor with the shortcut M. When you click on to M in your keyboard, it will automatically open. So do check on to the shortcuts also. So I already have the texture for my sofa. I'm just going to bring it inside. Now as you can see the texture isn't properly covered and it is also scattered a lot. Now with this is where we are going to use the particular option called UVW map. For that, let me highlight the sofa like this with the help of mode tool, and I'm going to my option called modify. There under modifier list, you will have an option called UVW map. See here, you will have an option called UVW map, and below that you will have an option called mapping add and mapping clear. Do not click on to that. I'm just going to use this option called UVW map. As soon as you click on to this, you will get this kind of highlighted box. Immediately you will have to go to this option called uniform scale, and see, let me click on to the center. Now as you can see, it is going to be scaled normally, right? It is going to get scaled normally, right? So now what we are going to do is, here towards the right side you can see UVW map, and there you will have a drop down arrow. Click on to that, and there you will have an option called gizmo. Click on to that. Now see, let me use the same scaling option. See, as you can see, the patterns are getting converted. So however you want your pattern to be uniform and scaled properly, you can use this particular option. See, now the sofa pattern is proper and it has been converted normally. And also you can use the same move option, and see what it will happen is, the pattern will get converted to another design when it is going to come under gizmo. Okay, see, however you want, you can get it converted with the highlights and stuff. Now let me go to normal option. See, now as you can see, the sofa pattern is equally spread out towards all the parts, and also the partition is proper and there is no need of uneven textures inside it. So this is how your UVW map is going to work. And also here, let me use the same material editor and bring towards two corners. Okay. Now we have created the sofa properly. As you can see, we have created the sofa properly. This will be the same option if you are going to create a bed or a furniture or maybe a pillow. Whatever you are going to create, this is going to be the same textures and same options in order to make it an equal uniform scale. Okay, like this, you can also create an pillow with the help of chamfer box, or you can use that particular option called cloth modifier. Whichever is feasible for you, you can use it accordingly in order to place it towards the sofa. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to use this rotate option. I'm just going to place it towards the inward sides. See, like this. And now the second method is going to be FFD 3 into 3 into 3. So as I told you previously, there are two types of method. One will be the chamfer box, which you created defaultly, and the other thing is going to be FFD. So in order to create an FFD towards the top, which is going to act as a pillow, what we are going to do is, let me show here separately. We are going to create an chamfer box. See, I'm just going to create a normal chamfer box, or either you can also go for the box option. So once you have done this, immediately go to your modify option and go for length segment, width segment and height segment. So let me give 6 for length, width and height segments. I'm just going to change the segments alone, not the length, width and height. I have just converted the length, width and height segment. So once you are done with this, right click and go to the option called convert to editable poly. And as soon as you get this editable poly, do not touch anything under that. And towards the top, you will have this modifier list, right? Click on to that. And here you will have the option called FFD 3 into 3 into 3. See, FFD 3 into 3 into 3, 2 into 2 into 2 and 4 into 4 into 4, which is nothing but the length, width and height. 2 segment, 3 segment and 4 segment. So I am going for 3 into 3 into 3. So as soon as I have clicked on to 3 into 3 into 3, you can see it has been converted into 3 partitions towards all the sides. And now what we are going to do is, here you can see this FFD 3 into 3 into 3. There you will have a drop down arrow. Click on to that, and there the first option is going to be control point, which is nothing but you are going to control that particular point and you are going to emboss that particular place alone. So once you have clicked control points, you are just going to highlight the center thing alone. And let me show you. See, as you can see, it is getting embossed towards the top like this. So, or if you are going to highlight this corner, and if you are going to raise it, even this particular corner will be getting embossed, and also towards this particular corner you can highlight it and emboss it equally towards all the three sides. So once you are done with this, we can just place it towards the inwards corner of the sofa. With the help of scale option, let me scale it. Okay, like this. And with the help of move tool, you can also place it towards the inward side like this. Okay, and let me put it somewhat inwards. Or you can also make it as an backside support for the sofa. So we are just going to rotate it like this, and let's place it towards the sofa properly. See, like this. If you want, you can also create it like this. Let me somewhat put it inwards. Okay, see. Now as you can see, the embossed part will look out like this. And also if we need some other texture to be placed inside it, let me use some other texture. Okay, like this. So what we can do is, let me put it towards the top of my pillows and towards the partition like this. Or also we can put it towards the corner of the sofas. However you want, you can create it accordingly. So now as you can see, we have created a sofa with the help of the option called Chamfer Box, and also we have used three particular options in today's vlog. One is UVW map, which is going to place or scale your texture properly and accordingly with the help of Gizmo, which comes under UVW map. And the second option is going to be FFD 2x2x2, 3x3x3 and 4x4x4, which will act as an length, width and height towards all the partition of the sofa, towards all the corners, so that you can just create an default pillow without the option called cloth modifier. Or if you want to go for the cloth modifier, you can also click on to it and directly create a sofa accordingly. But one particular negativity which you will face under cloth modifier is, you are just going to create a cloth modifier for the pillow alone. Sometimes the software will get slowed down or the software will get crashed when you are going to create the cloth modifier. So in order to use another technique, you can go for this FFD, where the one particular part is going to get embossed with the help of control point, which comes under FFD. Or you can also go for the default chamfer box and you can create a pillow like this. So this is how you are going to create an sofa or furnitures or maybe a bed or a curtain for whatever material editors you are going to put inside. Even the texture is not going to be properly or it is going to be unscaled, you can use the option called UVW and you can scale the textures properly. So in today's vlog, we have covered how to create a sofa and how to create a proper texture for the material editors, and also how to create an editable poly with the help of FFD option. So do practice it and try creating a sofa, bed or a curtain, but the options and techniques are going to be the same. Okay guys, we have come to end of today's vlog. Hope you people found it interesting and educative too. If so, do like, share and subscribe to my channel. We'll meet you in the next vlog with the same software, 3dsMax. Until then, take care. Bye bye.